Hey Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign. This is Mina, and this is your October 2020 horoscope prediction video. In this video, we're going to cover your month's theme, messages from the divine, hidden little gems you can use to your advantage, actions you should take, lessons you're learning, love and romance, and career and finance. Then we're going to wrap it all off by reading an affirmation card. These are just going to provide you with some words of wisdom that you can use to help boost your October. Lastly, like always, we're going to roll the astrodice to get some clarity into the reading. For those of you cross-watching for a Sagittarius that you love, I'm going to put a timestamp in the description box to the love and romance section so you can jump right there now. For my Sagittariuses, please be sure you're watching your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign video, as the combination of all three is going to give you the most personalized reading you can get in this generalized reading setting. For those of you who want a very personalized reading, I do offer them, so send me an email to minanixtarot@gmail.com. If you don't know your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, that's okay. In the description box, there will be a link to a natal chart creator so you can figure out what those signs are and get going on watching all three videos. Okay, I'm going to shuffle on camera today, so if you want to skip over that process, you're not interested in watching that, I'm going to leave a timestamp in the description box for you to do that now. But for the rest of us, let's begin. Okay, Sagittarius, the theme of your month is the Tower. The theme of your month is unstoppable change and huge personal growth. Something is going to definitely be rocking your world this month. And while at the time it's going to seem very upsetting and it could spiral you into a very negative place, you're going to realize that when you come out the other side of it, it's going to be the thing that makes you who you are. And it's going to be the point of strength that you can hold on to moving forward in the future. Tons of personal life lessons are happening for you this month. And so while it's a bit scary as you're going through it, I'm so excited for who you're going to become on the other side of this, Sagittarius. What can you use to your advantage this month? What's going to help you get through? Be grateful. It looks like you're starting the Thanksgiving season off a little bit early here, and your heart chakra is really, really strong. That's a wonderful thing going into a tower moment in our lives, because this massive upheaval is going to really shake you to the core, and you're going to need a very strong, passionate, loving heart in order to get through it, in order to make it seem not so bad. While everything is changing around you, this is Spirit's way of saying there's a lot for you to still be grateful for, and there's a lot of things that are already working towards your advantage. Remember, just because we have a huge loss in one area of our life doesn't mean the rest of our life stops moving on. It's time to look around and make sure you keep an attitude of gratitude even in a time of severe loss or change. What advice does Spirit have? Eponia reverse, wise leadership. Spirit is letting you know right now that not all battles need to be fought, and not all opportunities will pan out in the way that you think they're going to. And there's nothing wrong with that. Trust fully that when the time comes, you will know how to act, how to respond, and how to move forward from here. Acting too quickly out of fear or because you feel that you lack the confidence that you need is going to backfire for you this month. You're kind of being put in a timeout right now spiritually. You really need to deal with some stuff that's been holding you back, some past things that you've been holding on to for a long time. And this tower moment is the thing that's helping you move on from that, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. There's a reason why they're putting you on a timeout, and it's not to punish you, but to help you develop into a stronger person that no longer has these past mistakes or this past, I'm hearing, horrible situation define you and keep you in the place that you've been for so long. What actions can you take? The Nightingale. It's kind of like the reverse of that song, a little less conversation, a little more action, okay? You're doing a lot less action and a lot more conversation. You are going to be able to communicate really strongly, and communication should be your form, not actual action. The actions you should be taking is no action, and instead speaking up. Also, music is going to be very healing for your soul in this time, so allow yourself to dance or sing or turn up the volume and really dive into the emotional expression that music provides for us as a whole. It's also a good time to create, so if you write or journal or draw or anything that you use as a creative outlet is something that you're going to want to take advantage of in October and allow yourself to express through that particular medium. What lessons are you learning? Concia, she who whispers, secrets, confessions, and confidant. This is another card about speaking your truth, about allowing your secrets to come to the forefront and unburdening yourself. If you're afraid about being judged, this is Spirit's way of saying that you should look into your own heart first for compassion and realize how compassionate and loving you are to those around you. Find the people that provide that sense of confidence and compassion back, and those are the people you need to start with when speaking your truth. Sometimes we tell ourselves that our secrets are too dark or they're too unique and no one's ever going to understand them. But what you need to understand is that we're all spirits having this human experience. And sometimes things go horribly wrong, and sometimes we do things that we're not proud of. But the bottom line is it's creating a sense of fear in your life that's holding you back. And that's why this tower moment has come, to knock all of this down and to help you rebuild a structure that is stronger and longer lasting for you in the future. For love and romance, 5 of Wands reversed. Not surprisingly, for my Sagittariuses in a relationship, your month is going to start out in some arguments or disagreements, but then you're going to be able to find the balance. Remember, your heart chakra is strong. That's your strength for you this month. And so being able to get yourself into a good place in your relationship is going to be something that you're very good at. Your temper is going to be rising, and so is your partner's. So be sure that you're able to cool down before you communicate with one another. That way you can cooperate effectively. For my Sagittariuses who are single, this may be a month that you find that the people that you were pursuing things start to fizzle out a little bit. I don't think this is a bad thing, and I think this is a very necessary thing because you have so much going on inside of you that you might not be in the most stable position to take on someone else's drama and their needs at this time. And so having some time to be separate, that doesn't mean that next month or in a couple of weeks you're going to be able to come back to them. It just means for a little while you need to pause on the whole romance and relationship thing and really get back to a place of supporting yourself and feeling really strong in yourself before you take on someone else's life and someone else's emotions, thoughts, feelings, desires, all of those things, which is what a relationship is. It's the ability to empathize and combine other people's wants, desires, and needs with our own and to be there to support each other. And right now you need to be supporting you. You need to be dealing with this tower moment that's kind of rocking the whole rest of your world. And you don't really have the stability right now to be there for that other person. For career and finance, the Four of Cups and the Star reversed. Both of these cards talk about being really bored or unsatisfied in your career. You're just really not feeling that creative spark. You're not feeling that sense of wanting to move forward or knowing what to do next in your job. And so it's time for you to clear out any negative energy that you have going on in your life. And maybe work is just boring right now. Maybe you just do the bare minimum to get through and you allow work to be boring so that way you can use your emotional and mental energy on something a little bit more taxing, which is this tower moment moving forward. And then when things are more settled and calm, you can start taking on the fact that you might be letting your talents go to waste a little bit in this job. And you may start pushing a little bit harder in your career to try to get a promotion or to change careers or to quit your job or whatever you need to do. But I don't necessarily think boredom is a bad thing for you in a career this month. In a financial sense, you're going to find yourself wanting to reassess how you handle your finances and your financial plans for the future. This is a good month for you to take a step back and really start planning some different ways in which you want to utilize your money. But if that starts to overwhelm you and cause some anxiety in your life, then again, it's okay to just take a step back from that and pull yourself away from the more earthly type of material possessions this month, because really there's so much going on for you emotionally and spiritually that it just is not really a good time to put your focus there. So if you're feeling up to it and taking control over your finances is giving you some kind of sense of support and giving you some kind of feeling of having control, then great, go for it. If the idea of that makes you feel really, really anxious, then it's completely fine to ignore it this month. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, and speak your truth on what you need in that aspect of your life. Lastly, here we're going to read an affirmation. If you need to pause this video to get a pen and paper so you can write these words down, this is going to provide you with a little bit of oomph that you need throughout October to help you on your journey. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Interesting. So I think for me, what I'm getting from this is things have been so stuck for you for so long, and now that you no longer have that sense of certainty, it's kind of making you question your faith and question everything around you and making you see the world in a much different way than you have before. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that's exactly where you need to be right now, Sagittarius. So hopefully those words of wisdom provide you with some comfort moving forward. Okay, to get some additional information into the reading, let's roll these astrodice. We've got the moon, which represents Cancer, the second house, which represents Taurus, and the Virgo symbol. So this could be saying that you have Virgo, Cancer, or Taurus somewhere else in your sun, moon, or rising sign. This is confirmation that these messages are for you. I think this is interesting because for me, Virgo really represents the mind and analyzing. The moon represents the subconscious, the emotions, and then Taurus represents work. It's almost as if to say that you need to reprioritize what you're putting your energy into. You need to reprioritize how much time you're spending in mental work and your subconscious, your emotions. And looking at this, I think you're reforming your values. You're reforming your habits and your values into something stronger that's going to help you in the future. Daily routines are going to be a big thing for you in October. You're really going to be obsessed with making sure that you have the right fitness program, the right diet, the right everything, your health and all kinds of your health. So your mental health and your physical health and your spiritual health, all of those things are going to be really important for you. And your focus is going to be on yourself and making it so that you have stronger foundation so the tower can't fall again. And I totally get that. But be sure that you're grateful for the things that did support you for so long. And if there's anything you can pull over into your future routines that help you out, then great. If not, it's completely fine for you to say thank you for those things that served me for that little bit of time, and then release them and create your own routines, priorities, and habits that are going to help support you both mentally and emotionally moving forward in the next couple of months. These are all the messages I'm getting for you, Sagittarius. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and give it a like. Comment down below on a new thing you're hoping to incorporate in your daily routine in order to help your physical or mental or spiritual health. Subscribe to my channel for pick a card videos as well as more monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you next time. Bye!